sleep paralysis. So today I wanted to share an experience with you guys that I had so many years ago. I don't even remember how many years it was. First off, I wanted to explain what is sleep paralysis. Now, this is something I've actually learned quite a bit about, only because it's the closest thing that I've ever found that is similar to my experience. Sleep paralysis is so strange, it's hard to think about. So sleep paralysis, you're laying there, just having a normal time sleeping, but suddenly you're awake but you can't move at all. In some cases, like my own, it feels like you're being pushed down and held there. But just think, laying there, stiff as a log, but you are awake, but you can't move at all. Now, sleep paralysis, for some people there's different cases, it can last a minute, which I can't imagine at all, it's really scary, or up to 5 minutes, so it's really crazy to think about just laying there, but being awake, but you're just stuck there in a state that you can't move. Now, to my experience, it's something a little different, but it is pretty similar. So I was very young, to the age where you would have nightmares and you would go crying to your parents' room and they'd just be like, oh, they had a nightmare. And this is what I think my parents thought. I ran to their room crying after this and they're like, oh, she just had a nightmare, but it was something crazy that happened to me. I was sleeping, having a good time, and for me, the only thing that kind of feels off is that it only felt like 2 seconds for me. It felt very fast, but it was still so scary. I remember all the details. I was sitting there or laying there and it felt like someone was pressing on me, sitting on me, holding me down. But I had no idea what was happening because this was so out of the norm. I felt like I was flailing my arms, but I could not get up for the life of me. But it only went by for 2 seconds. And I was screaming, I think, but it was such a fast moment. It was really creepy. But I got up and I just remember crying so hard. I ran and I didn't open my eyes until I got to the kitchen because I ran to a chair, but I was crying so hard and I ran to my parents' room. Now, this is something that was unexplainable for years, and I was like, oh yeah, I kind of forgot about it. But I always knew I had that experience, but I just never thought about looking it up, and the closest thing I could find was sleep paralysis, which is such a crazy thought. A lot of people find sleep paralysis very scary because some people think it's a health issue, but some think it's kind of a demonic thing, like a demon is sitting on your chest. So I think you guys should look up more on sleep paralysis, and I think later I'll have a video about lucid dreaming because it is kind of in the same category in some cases. But I hope you enjoyed learning about sleep paralysis because it's so interesting. I think you should look it up more. But I just wanted to share this experience with you. So I hope you enjoyed. Comment down below any weird experience you've ever had. And I hope you enjoyed. Bye!